Okay, so we're gonna go work on our hexapod, and the thing I want to do with this new design for the body is three compartments. One for the battery, and then another upper compartment for the positive and negative, also for the UPEC, and then possibly, um, if I have enough room, possibly I want to fit the servo 2040, and then on the very top compartment, I'll fit the phone. I think that's how we're going to try to design it. But we want first to make the body smaller, so how do we do that? Well, we can see these are the batteries I'm using, and this is quite big, so we can definitely make this a lot smaller than right now. And I also got the factory servos step file, so those are pretty nice. Let's see. Hexapod, do I have? I think I have something. Hexapod new design smaller. Yep, this one right here. Haven't really done much of this. This is just the, yeah, I have literally not done anything to this. Let's go ahead and first of all make these guys smaller. How much smaller? I have no idea. We can go check though. If we just go away. This is 72. 72, okay. So this should be 82 question mark? Yep. Okay, so all we have to do is just extrude this by -10. Do I want to do this? Maybe I can just do a cut on the top. Yeah, I probably can just do a cut, to be honest. Can I? I think that would be faster, to be honest. Right, like this. Like this. 10. We'll want to do it here as well. And that should be good. We can just mirror this across this. Mirror all this across this. And mirror all of this across this center line. And yes, I do realize it looks a little wonky, but it's okay. That looks good, I think. All of those holes don't really matter. We can just click here. Click OK. And there we go. Easy. So I do have a fillet of radius 6, looks like. Radius 6. I thought it was radius 5. I don't know why I did radius 6. Strange. Oh well. So radius 6 and everything. We should probably do that. These mounting holes are all still the same. And I'm gonna be for real, like, we probably don't even need these. Because I've low-key just been using the 4 on the outside and it's working perfectly fine. I don't know, we'll see. Do a fillet. Guessing it'll be a fillet of 6, which is, I don't know why I did 6, but okay. It's quite annoying to print all this because it's such a large volume. Nice. Okay, what else do we have? These are rounded by how much? 5? Okay, so I need to round these guys by 5. Another thing is, like, I don't know if I like this type of design because look how far battery's dangling down. Is there a way we can minimize this and scoot it up into the body? Like, are we able to fit this battery in here? Somehow. That would be pretty neat. doesn't look like there's enough room to fit 2 batteries, though. You see, like, there's definitely enough room to fit at least. There's definitely enough room to fit 1 battery. Barely, though. Like, something like this. This will fit, I guess. But I really want to be able to fit 2 batteries. Let me think here. On the bottom seems like the best idea. Because, like, look at this. We can have one here, right? And the other one just fit right next to it, like this. And then we'll have plenty of room. But, how do I... Is this too long? This might be too long. We might even be able to make this a little bit shorter. See, this is 100. Because we'll have this compartment down here to fit the batteries. And the wires will extend here to go up into the, most likely the power distribution area, which is right here. And then right above the power distribution, right in the power distribution, hopefully we can fit, maybe we can fit the power distribution up here and then fit a servo 2040 back here somehow. I guess the battery will fit down here. The power distribution, do I have that here? I don't think I do. Power distribution, we have it here. We can just import this. Power disk. Right here. No, I imported the wrong thing. I imported the body. That's not what I want. Power distribution. So not this, I want to click this entire thing to import this. Yep, there we go, that worked. So we'll want to rotate this 180, or 90, sorry. And just move this right here. Yeah, we should be able to fit 2 of them. And we can fit them as close to the center as we can. So it doesn't look like we're going to have enough room to be able to fit a servo 2040. So I guess above this we can fit the servo 2040, which will be fine, either way. We're going to want to figure out the mounting hole distance. Last time when I did it, it was correct, so I'm assuming that this is right. I'm going to remeasure just to make sure. So this is 119. That seems right. Okay, if we go like this, and we measure from here to here, that's should be 119, yep. So yeah, this should be right. I'm pretty happy with this. I don't think we should go too much smaller. Maybe we can go... Is that necessary? I don't think it is. I feel like this would be a pretty nice design already. If we go too much smaller, we won't even have enough room to fit anything else. So yeah, let's go like this. And... how far? I think this is 10. Yeah, is that... that might be even too much, to be honest. Like, feeling my hex blood, it's feeling like there's too much material there. We can low-key cut this space by a little bit, to be honest. I really... okay. So looking at this, there's really no way I can sync the battery up. So I think we're going to keep it simple by just doing... by just syncing this down. So like negative... wait, actually, change of plans. How much is this? I think this is actually less than 10. Yeah, this is 7. It still feels like too much. So capture position. Negative 5. That should give us a lot more room. Because right now we have 5. I think we're going to go... instead of going 5, we should just go 4. That would be a better idea. Because this way the heated inserts will be able to sync all the way through perfectly. The M3 heated inserts. Right? Something like this. And then we can have the power distribution. They're 119. And... power distribution. Wait, what am I doing? Components, bodies. How far are they from here to here? 135. Okay, so 135 And then how wide are they? 30. Okay. So let's go ahead and create sketch here. And let's see, how do I want to do that? Let's create a center line so we can just mirror it over once we're done. Let's create a center line here as well. And we can do a rectangle in the center. So it was, what was it? 135 by 30? Dude, I literally forgot, bro. My memory's so bad, genuinely. We have it right here, so it's fine. Yeah, it's 30. And then we'll want to do a fillet. No, no, no. Why is this like this? I wanted to do a fillet from here to here. Okay, so I think we should go 50. We can go 14. And then we'll go here to here. And then here to here. And then here to here as well. Click enter. And make all of these guys a solid line. And then it's looking like we're gonna have to scoot this over just a tad bit. I want this to just basically line up perfectly. So like this is good. Yep, that's good. And then we can just take this mirrored across. I'm actually really, really liking this design, to be honest. Actually, we don't need to mirror that across. The thing that we need to do actually is like this and this. Okay, and then we can do a, I'm guessing it will be somewhere close to here. So this will be a M3 insert, I think. M3 insert. Yeah, M3 insert here. Maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Maybe I want to set the insert from the bottom. That'd be pretty neat, I think, if we set the insert from the bottom. Yeah, let's do that. So, how do I want to do this? 4.4. And then we can go 119 divided by 2. Wait a second, wait a second. Why is that like... Oh, okay, it was just a weird angle. Okay, I was wondering why it was so wonky looking. Okay, so we have this, and we need to go from here down here as well. Wait. So here we can just mirror this across this, click OK, and then we can mirror this and this across the center line. So we'll know that this will be able to fit the thing, which will be nice. I was trying to think if we should sink this down into the thing, but I don't think that's really necessary, to be honest. Is it? I don't think it is. There's no point. Keep it simple, right? We should probably just cut this all the way through. Extrude. Oh no, why is that doing that? Okay, now that we have this cut all the way through, now we will be able to mount the power distribution, which will be this layer here. And if we bring in the power distribution thing, is it this? It is this. We should be able to do copy paste and move over here for now. Let's do appearance, and we'll do one red, apply, and then, ooh, that's not good. Power distribution. Body copy paste. There we go, that's what we wanted. Okay, and then bodies, create component from bodies. And then we can do appearance, red, black. That looks black enough. Joints, Nice. Join this one as well. Oh no, I need to flip that. Oopsies. Flip. Rotate 180. This should actually make the wiring even better too, as well. The UBC thing. Can we somehow fit it like right here? I think we'll have enough room. Well, okay, on both of these ends, we should probably create a hole big enough for the T-plug to go through. Let's see. Feedback is pretty small. I kind of want to secure this with a zip tie or something, you know what I mean? Or it doesn't really have to be secured. It's not going to flop around since it's so small. We can just throw it here, or here, or here, or anywhere. We're just stick it in between under the lines. We should be fine. But we need to create something for the T-plugs to go through. And we're going to be running two T-plugs in parallel. Two batteries in parallel. Both with 8,000 milliamp hours. So the T-plugs, let's check here. They're 8s by 14 minimum. That's what we need. So we can go create sketch. So if we made this 8, that should be plenty, I think. Yeah. Like this and like this. You're gonna stay a little bit away from the edge. Okay, so from here to here, if we can make this 8, that will be plenty enough, I think. Right? Let's go with 9. Might as well. It won't hurt too much. And then we can mirror both of these lines across this guy. I think this design will work pretty well. We'll cut all the way through. And I'll definitely want to give it some type of thing like this. Dude, I'm actually liking this design a lot more. It's so much more compact, which is awesome. Chamfer 2. Yep, this is fine. I just want to make sure this will fit. So this is 9, this is 9, and this is what? 21, basically. That's plenty. That would be plenty, right? Yeah, that should be able to fit through pretty easily. Let's see. Okay, so power will come here. And then I want a lid, Loki, something on top of this, just like a lid to this. No, we don't really need a lid. We can just have a little cover for the power distribution, which should be down here, up to the other stuff. Before we do that, we should probably add the battery holder thing. I'm going to... How do I want to add the battery cover? Okay, so... Battery. How do I want to mount this? That's a very great question. How do I want to mount this? I want it to be covered. I don't want it to be exposed, because I feel like if the hexapod drops and there's a sharp rock, it's gonna puncture the battery and then it's gonna explode and everything's gonna catch on fire, which is not what I want. The battery compartment. How do I want to do this? $42. 42 by 135. Why is this? What is that? Yo, what is? Huh. Is this 135? Yeah, it is 130. Okay, I think the fusion is just tripping then. So 135 by 42. Okay, how do I want to create the battery cover? Or is there a way I can mount the battery in here and mount this above that, and then mount the servo 2040 above that? Which is probably not a good idea. I don't know. Maybe it is a good idea. So for example, if we remove this and this, right? And we move the battery up here. Oh, we did say there was any room to mount it. Never mind. Not a good idea. Low key, we could probably go ahead and add the fillets here so we can have more stuff to work with. Wait, no, this is not right. We need to extend this actually. This to here is 10. How much did I go with here? I think we went with like 15, right? 13. Okay, so let's... make this go out 3. And the good thing is, since we're using these type of power distributions with such a high amp rating, we don't need any airflow in here at all, because it will never heat up ever, which is really nice. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, fillets. Let's do the sides separate from the front and back. How much do I want to go? 15. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks nice, I think. If we go 18, 17. I think this is a little bit better actually. 17. Did I forget to add this or something? So 17, 16, what is 18, 19? Loki think 18 is going to be pretty good. Maybe 17. Might be too much. Probably is a little bit too much. Loki think 13 would be good enough. So we'll change these to 13 as well. Alright, well, you know what? Let's go with 14. Yep, that's good. The front and back now. Fillet 15. I mean, I think this is good enough. 30. Maybe a little bit more. 40. Maybe this is too much. 30. That doesn't look like it's enough. Let's just go with 40. It'll be fine. Now that we have this, we can go ahead and start making the battery compartment, which I have absolutely no idea how to do. Still, maybe I'm just thinking something simple, right? A simple block in the middle to separate the two batteries, and then a simple little brace that I can screw on, and the battery can just slide in. I keep it simple, right? So that would work, I mean. So maybe like a brace like going like this, this, and then the battery can just slide in. This. And we can create one here and one here. And that should be good. Wait, low key? That might be the design we're gonna go with. So let me think. We'll need something here. We'll need something here. The middle, let's have them separated by 10 millimeters. Or less if we need to. What is this? 13. Yeah, I think 10. Even 5 millimeters is fine. I think 10 millimeters will be good though. So brace. Okay, so this is 34. Why don't we just go ahead and create a sketch and see what we can come up with, right? Capture position. So we want something. Let's start with a rectangle, right? What did I just do? We have a rectangle. Let's constrain everything. Dimension everything, I mean. So from here to here is 42. We'll want to give some clearance because I'm pretty sure these batteries could potentially puff up. If they do, I don't want it to get stuck and me not to be able to pull it out, right? So let's give a 5 millimeter space at least. So 42 plus 42. Okay, so let's do 84 plus 1 centimeter space between plus some clearance, another 10. Something like this maybe. Right, and from here to here is 34. So we'll want to do 34. So let's just do 44. 10 millimeters of clearance. And then we can go with a offset. This. No. What am I doing? Offset. So we can go negative 10. Hopefully this will work, right? And so we'll have a 10 millimeter clearance on the middle, so we'll do 5 here. I'm gonna do a save so it doesn't crash. I feel like it's gonna crash for some reason. I don't know why. Just had a feeling, you know? Mirror this across this line. Oh, we can screw it in from the top, this middle one. Okay, that's nice. That's very nice, actually. Yeah. So we'll just go all the way here then. Yep. I mean, this looks like it's good. Because we'll just need to extrude this side, this side. Why is this like that? There we go. Like this shape. And then we probably add a fillet. So essentially, this to this is 47. This to this is 42. That'll give it 5mm space. I think that's enough. We want it to fit kind of snug too, to be honest. Well, we could always add stuff if we need to, but I think this will be fine for now. Extrude. So we'll go 10. So we'll have one of these guys here, another one of these guys here, and then probably one in the middle, but we don't have any room, so and we're gonna use like countersunk screw it in the thing. I think we're gonna position it in the middle of this. So we're gonna have to create a sketch here. Project, project, project. And we're gonna need, I think, don't make it overkill, just make it 4 screws here. And actually, I don't know, we'll see. We can just low-key make it here. I mean, it's already marked out for us. So M3, is that a thing? Wait, no. This needs to be M3 insert. Not a thing, great. M3 insert. 4. Okay. M3 insert. M3 insert. And just mirror everything. We should be chilling. Yep. Ooh, let me see. Also want to mirror. So we need something like this for the wires to come in, actually. I'm gonna check how much space, because this space was pretty good. So I had 12 here. 12 might be a little bit too big, to be honest. We'll go with 10. 10 should be perfectly fine. And we'll try to make it so that... So something like this will work. Wait, what am I doing? Oops, there we go. Extrude, 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 extrude. Just extrude until it's right here. Nice. And we should be able to just put a heated inserts in here as well. So let's do. How do I want to do this? Okay, I think how we're gonna do is like this way. We're gonna create a sketch in the middle here. And we'll put 3 of these braces across here. These are 10 by how much again? Project and project. No, measure, measure, measure. Come on. 124. Okay. Go like this for now. We'll do one in the middle. We can do one right between these two guys, so project. So 124. Let's do a line like this, and then we can go 124 divided by 2. Ooh, that's all the way out here. Huh. Well, that's fine. I guess we can just do it right here. Oh, that's fine. That's not a problem at all. Is it? It's quite far out, I'm not gonna lie. Oh wait, it doesn't need to be 124. It'd be 124 divided by subtracted 10, right? Because it'll be the middle to this middle. And that's 10 each, so I'm guessing it's not 124, it's... So, 1/4 divided by 2? Okay, this is a lot better. It's looking like this will work. And then we'll have a mounting in the middle. We'll have mounting in the middle here. Go out here. So we're not gonna be able to mount this thing here. Oh goodness, okay. Oh, well, no, we still will be able to. We'll just need to do a different one of these. Let's just do the sides for now, right? So this line. Alright, I'm just gonna select everything. Why did I do that? I did not mean to do that. I just meant to do... So this will be a countersunk, so M3 screw. We'll just do 3 to keep it simple. I don't want the 2.8 for M3. Yep, this looks good. And then we can mirror this and this across. No, 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 no. We also need one in the middle too. So 3. Mirror across this. Nice. So now we can do extrude. Okay, so I can't even select this for some reason. Okay, bring back in the component. This one. Looks pretty good. Nice, now we have a way to mount this guy. And okay, let's just do create sketch. Project, project. So this will be 4.4. And we'll also go here. Just mirror. Okay, and we can do extrude. We can go down quite far. We can just go down until like here. Come on. There we go. And we can join this right over here. Yeah, that looks like it lines up pretty well. Yep, everything looks like it lines up perfectly. What about these two? They look like they line up perfectly as well. Awesome. Now we have something to mount the batteries to the robot somehow. And we can slide the battery in and out now. And from the top, we can't really see it. We just have to stand the robot up a little bit more, which will be fun because we have a shorter femur, so the tibia will be longer, which is good because this to here, this is 54. I made it shorter by 50, so it should still, in theory, have the same capabilities, even though we have two ginormous batteries. We'll probably only be running one usually, but it'll be fine. We're gonna slide the battery in. We're gonna slide the battery in here. I want something in the middle supporting them as well. Let's bring show all bodies. Get rid of this, get rid of this. Oh yeah, we still need to attach the servo 2040 somehow. Yeah, these batteries are actually a lot thicker. Wait a second, what is happening? This is 34, so why is this so... Oh, no wonder. No wonder I messed up. 44. Oh. So 34. This is 44. Let's go up 9. Okay, this makes a lot more sense. Actually, let's not go up 9. Let's go up 8. Okay, that's a lot better. That looks a lot nicer since it's like more upwards, which is really, really nice. I want to support these and make them slightly stronger by adding some cross beams across. So one here and one here maybe? Or something similar like that. How do I want to do it? How do I want to do it? Let's bring the batteries back in. Oops, I clicked on it. What? What did I just do? So essentially we have something like the okay. We probably put too much I mean probably it's okay. I mean because I think we put too much. Yeah, this is 42. This is 47. What? So that's not 42, 47. That's barely any. 2 millimeters. I think it'll be fine. I think this is okay. Right? And then probably make this go up like -3 to be honest. Right, and how else do I want to protect the batteries? Maybe like the side, or mainly the batteries will be hit from probably from the bottom most likely. If we did something to protect the side here, go against the middle, another side, or let me think. Or we can just create a whole entire plate down here, which I think will actually be pretty neat. Entire plate, like a just a very thin plastic plate to go under here that we can screw in here. Maybe. Maybe we can do like a rod here, rod here, rod here. Or we can do a rod here, here. Yeah, let's do the rod here, here, and here. Should we? No. No, no, no. How do I want to do this? I think it would be best to do the rods here, like somewhere in the middle. If we want to screw, yeah, let's do that. Create sketch. And they'll be pretty easy to do, just something like this. Something like this, separate them by however much I want to do. 6. Let's go more than 6, let's go 10. Right, like something, just something like this. Extrude. New body. That will strengthen it by quite a lot. We can add M3 inserts in here. Create sketch. This piece right here. No, no, no. This piece right here is this component. No, this component. Yep. We need to do a project, project, and project. Here, let's add M3 insert. M3. And then we'll want to bring this back, create another sketch. And then make it go away and do a project. Not offset, what? So, just do 3 mm. Be pretty cool to have like a TPU plate down here that we can just mount to this. Hey, that's actually a pretty neat idea. Why don't we try that? A TPU plate. Or like some type of skid plate down here. We can make it PETG or something, low key. Why is this not cut all the way through? What is going on here? So, the sketch. Okay, there we go. That makes sense. Finally, we got something for the batteries, but we also need something to keep the batteries in, which I don't even know how to do that. But we definitely could add a skid plate. Can I just extrude all the way through? And then we can add a skid plate down here. Show all bodies. Well, we don't need to add a skid plate right now. Let's figure other stuff out first. How do I keep the batteries in place without moving around? I have no idea. Low key, I could just create a little thing here to pop out. I want something easy, something where you can just slide in. Like a Velcro or something, maybe. But this shouldn't be that big a problem because low-key we could just zip tie here, zip tie here, zip tie here, zip tie here, and then it'll be secured on one side at least. I think we're chilling for the battery right now. We'll probably go ahead and go work on other stuff. Obviously, we'll add chamfers and fillets to everything in a bit. Now let's add this top thing to make sure we can have enough stuff and be able to mount the 2040. So, how do I want to do this? I have no idea. Most likely, I'm going to have one side with the stud poking out, which is probably going to be this side, and then we can have one side with. Wait, let me check. And then we'll mount the servo 2040 to the back somehow. Okay, so. How do I want to do that? So basically from here, okay, so from here to here is 30 millimeters. 30 millimeters, and the bus bar is 11 millimeters, so we'll have 30 millimeters. I think that would be enough space for us to mount another plate. And we can do that by doing something like this, perhaps. If we cut a slit in here and have a plate come out, that'll be a pretty interesting design. And I want the repairability to be good too. Like here we can disassemble everything, we can repair it, right? It'd be pretty easy. We need to take this off to be able to get to this screw. If we take this off, we can maybe even have, wait, let me think. So I think I have an idea. So if I do a create sketch on here, right? I can, once I do this create sketch, I can do a project. If we move top away, do a project, we can project this, 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 and this. And we can mirror it on the other side once we're done. Move to the front, get rid of everything. Okay, why am I not able to click these guys? Like, hello? Right? Bring back this component. Okay, I'm trying to think here. How do I want to do this? And do I want the servo 2040 in the middle? It's all very good questions. I think we should cut the servo 2040 in the middle and then mount the phone on top of that somehow. Is there any reason to mount it off to the side? That's the main thing. I don't think there's actually any reason, and so I think we should just mount it in the middle, right? So let's go ahead with the middle idea. And we'll want to do it like this probably. So servo 2040 is, I can just measure real quick. Look, you forgot. We can go, let's see, what is this? 62 by 42. Okay, so this is a servo 2040, essentially, and we'll need to be able to connect this piece to out here. Ooh, okay, let me think. If I did that, it's gonna be really, really hard to work on the power distribution. It's gonna be quite the challenge to work on that power distribution. And the only way to work on this is to disassemble all of the legs. I don't know if that's a very optimal design, basically. Trying to think if there's another way I can work on this without. I am able to think of some other way actually, which I think we're gonna try. Essentially, have a little thing that locks in on top and then goes down, basically, is what I'm thinking. Because if we don't do that, it's not gonna go very well for us, I think. We also need to do the sketch to be able to mount the screws here. Okay, so create sketch. We can remove this guy for now. Project this. That's all for now. So we'll need to do 3 millimeters. So it's 3 millimeters here. Okay. 3 millimeters, 3 millimeters. What else am I doing? 3 millimeters. Oh yeah, I'm mirroring it. I'm blanking. And then right, and then bring over the top. We'll extrude until it's down here. Let's go a little bit more to ensure that cuts all the way through. Nothing else got interfered with. This worked too. So now we have this done. Now we need to be able to somehow add a little thing that sinks down in here. Which I'm not sure how to do. Huh. And it's not going to be very nice to print too, which is kind of annoying to deal with. Essentially, I want to be able to work with this as well as having a something here that's a little lower down than this part. So how can I achieve this goal of mine? Huh. So I could do something where I just have the servo 2040 come down a tad bit. 30. Because I want it to be in line with this. And from here to here is 16. Once I plug in everything for the servo 2040, let's see how much room will we have. If I smash all the lines off to the side, the servo 20 has a height of around 22. How much did I say this was? 16. So we have the battery, we have this. Now we just need to be able to do the servo 2040. Oh goodness. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is create a sketch here and essentially just do how much did I say the servo 2040 was? Okay. So servo 2040 is 42 by 62, I think, right? 62. 42 by 62. I think we're gonna want to just go 62 here and 42 here. Probably. Right, and all the lines will be coming from here to here. So if we did, the shortest space will be from here to like here. Or we can go straight from here to here. And then the lines come in from this side. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Okay, so yeah, so just mounting like this. How do I want to do that? Not gonna lie, Loki, it would be nice if I just make an undercover and just squish it on this entire thing, so I don't have to see any of the stupid wirings. That should be pretty cool, pretty crazy design. I mean, we could do that. Should we do that? Maybe we should. Low key? Chat low key? That'd be pretty nice. I don't have to see any of the stupid wirings, right? Okay, maybe not. That's probably overkill. It's gonna add weight too. So just make it simple. Here, here. It looks like we're gonna add some type of bolt here. So like somewhere right. Actually, we can go from the middle again to make it make sense, right? Something like this. This is where we can mount it. So we can go 80 and 105. Basically, we just need to connect this to this somehow, I think. How do I want to do this, man? I'm kind of a little conflicted. Let's see. So, right, and then same thing here as well. We can just mirror this over low key. No, we can't mirror that over. That won't make any sense. Right, and then we can go here, here, and also go in the middle here. And then I can do a tangent with this. Right, and then this looks pretty good, I think. So essentially now we have something like this. And let me think. Oh, we want this part to sink down under a tad bit, so just make all of this like this maybe, and then extrude. So we can extrude negative. Oh shoot, cancel. -16, so we can extrude -16. And this will be a new body. Okay, and then we can cut this -16 16. We want 5 millimeters of space, I think. Like this, I think. And then from here we can do a create sketch and add a bunch of stuff. Like we can add offset to everything. Make it go in. Just go in like 5. And do a center. No. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay, so the holes for the 2040. From here to here is 54.1. I can measure that to see if that's correct on my SIR 2040. 54.0, so that's close enough. Yep, then we're good. Okay, now we can measure from here. No, to here. 56.6, okay. 56.6, what about from here to here? 56.6, 36.6. Weird numbers, but okay. So we'll need to do 5 millimeters. And then M2, I think 3 millimeters? No, not 3. Is it 3? M3, no, M2 heated inserts. They are 3 millimeters here on this guy. Oh wow, this is a lot, 300 for $9. Which one did I even buy? Yeah, I can check. 1 second. Okay, we're gonna go with just 2. I don't feel like spending too much time on this. We can just drill it if we need to and make it bigger. Let's go 2 millimeters up. Yeah, I think 2 millimeters should be good enough. Let's go 2 millimeters up, and then we can do a... Wait, what am I even doing? Oh yeah, 2 millimeters up, and then we can do join and click OK. And then click on this again, create sketch. And then I definitely want to have do an offset on everything. We can go 5. Okay, how much can we cut from this? Can we cut this entire thing? So let's go 7. 7. 7, and 1 more 7. And then we can probably just cut this entire thing, to be honest. -7. probably want to add something in the middle as well, so 1 second. I think doing this will actually make it plenty strong enough for what we need. Wait, no. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, we want this to be tangent with... So apparently we can't make those tangent for some annoying reason. We could do this, which probably isn't what I'm looking for, to be honest. What is happening? Probably this will work. I mean, what the heck is happening? I mean, this looks like it'll work, I think. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna work. Although a little wonky looking, but... Will that work? No idea. We'll see, I guess. Yeah, it looks like it'll work. That's such a funky shape. Oh my goodness, okay. That's a pretty cool shape, I'm not going to lie at all. That looks like it'll work. And then we'll just need to have... create sketch and... go like... No, not like that. We can just simply do one of these guys. Okay, so... why is this such a weird number? That is quite a strange number, but... oh well. No, not like that. What am I doing? So stupid. Five, 6, 9. 5, 6, 9. Okay, so this will work. Where's the other line? There it is. Extrude. We're gonna go up to right here and do a join. Can you delete this? Make this... yeah, we can. Okay, nice. I don't like how it's not looking like it's together. Okay, nice. Now do a show all body. Okay, and then we're gonna mount the servo 2040 on here. Dude, this look a little weird. Does it? I don't think so. Does it? maybe a little bit, but like it's okay. Once the servo 24 gets on and on here, you're not gonna be able to see anything anyways. Okay, nice. Gonna add a fillet here on all of these guys. And then we're gonna have to have some way to mount a phone on top of everything. Go quite big on this to make it smooth. Nice. Not bad, I guess. Can we add a chamfer? 2. I mean, 0.1. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Oh well. We need a way for this to clip on here, and should probably add a chamfer to all of these guys for sure to make this strong. Maybe instead of a chamfer, we can add a fill. I think that would look a little bit more better because it would fit the theme of this part. What happened? Why did it not click all of them? So 5? Yeah, that actually looks better. And the string can come in from this side as well, so that's good. Now we just need some way to mount this on top so we can create a sketch here. And project this piece so we can find the center. And we can do a just some type of little, maybe we can do a 3-point arc. Oh, just something like this will work, I think. That's too far, no. So something like this, this, this. Wait. I don't really like how this is looking, I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of a little conflicted on how I should do everything. Okay, let's just make it simple, right? So first, let's go create a sketch and simply just go from here to here, and then we go straight across from here to here. And then go yeah, this will work, and then we'll create this on every single one. Does this look right? It might be a little bit too much. I don't want too much because it's gonna be hard to print either way. It's a little bit too much. Oh, we can just go like this. That's easy. That's easy enough. That looks good. And then I want to do a project. Yeah, this will work. And then this will just slide straight on. Let's do a create sketch. Go to the center of this and do 3 millimeters for M3. Project. Mirror this across this. Mirror this and this across the center line here. And apparently I didn't do it correctly. Okay, nice. Extrude. We'll just go until it's right here. And this will be M3, so create sketch. M3 insert. Okay, nice. This looks like it will work pretty nicely and show all bodies. I did not know I can do that. That's so clutch. I can just break the link. Next time, I'll just know to do that. Rotate. Oh no, this is the wrong one. Actually, it was technically wasn't the wrong one. I just had to flip it. So I can flip this one and then rotate. Same thing as the other thing. Okay, so that'll fit on here. And then we'll mount everything and then we'll put the phone on top. We'll just mount the phone somehow. Yeah, this looks like a pretty nice design. I'm really liking this design overall. So let's go ahead and do the finishing touches. So we have for this, me bring in the top. So chamfer and chamfer down here. Okay, so let me check something. Are these chamfers the same? I think they are. These two chamfers look like they're both 3. 3. This looks like 3, so everything is 3. Nice. That's easy then. Chamfer. And the inside have a fillet of no idea how much, but we can just go ahead and do it and just change it in a second. Oh wait, I think it's 5. Yeah, it should be 5. Most likely will be 5. Before we do that, we should probably add the... Can I find where the sketch is? Then I can just copy it. That'd be pretty nice. Okay, so here to here is 16. From here to here is 13. I'm guessing this is just in the middle. Five point 5.9. Why is that? Because of this? Okay. 8. 6.5. Yep. So it's just in the middle, which is pretty neat. So I can just create sketch. Okay, so I'll go from this middle. So 4.4. And we can go here to here will be... Wait, so what from here to here is 13, so 6.5. 8, and we'll just mirror this. We'll just mirror this across this guy and center a line here, and we'll need a center line here. I want to make sure this is centered. This should be 6.5 and this should be 8. Yep, so everything's good. Now we can just copy the sketch and do extrude. Wait a second, that doesn't... Seems too long. Is that right? It is right. Okay, so we're fine. Let's see. Okay, and what is this? Paste? Finally, okay. Okay. Let's lock in more. So I did a chamfer of, looks like a pretty small chamfer here, so. I did a chamfer of 1. And a fillet on each of these guys. And I'm assuming it's 5 also. Pretty sure it is. It's either 5 or 6. Pretty sure I did 5. Like if I were doing it now, I would do 5. So before I probably did 5 also. We can check though, just to make sure. Yeah, that looks like 5. It should say radius 5. And it doesn't, huh? Okay, yeah, it does now. Okay, nice. I think that's it for most of the fillets and stuff. We can go ahead and add fillets to these guys. What is happening? What is happening? Because of that little lip there, we're not going to be able to add a very... I messed it up. Okay, let's just do that outside because we can add a bigger fill on the outside than that because of that little lip thing over there, which is quite annoying. I'll probably do a fillet like at 4. That looks pretty good. It's just that this thing has to have a smaller fillet, or else this won't work. So 2 looks like it works good. Alright, let's go ahead and add a fillet here. And let's go ahead and start doing the chamfers here as well. So if we did a skid plate, right, how would we do it? We'd probably go with like 3 or 4 millimeters. Like 3 millimeters maybe, or 4. maybe 3, I don't know. We'll see. But essentially we'll have, if we create a sketch on here, right? And let's do a project on this one. Go from here to here. This would be the middle. Probably just be something like this. This will be a pretty thin piece of plastic and just something like this, and I'll probably curve this up a little bit, which I don't know how I'm going to do. Let's see. So, how are we gonna add the screws to be able to secure it down? Wait a second, what is that? This isn't even... Oops, did not mean to do that. Let's see if I can somehow add a great sketch, right? And we will want to probably go quite far. Wait a second. Why is it not projected on here? Why can I not find the center point? That is very, very strange. I'm not going to lie at all. Project. Oh, this entire thing is a thing. Wait a second. What? That doesn't make any... Huh. It's gotta be... Oh, I see. That's why. Okay. Well. Create sketch. Okay, so 20 is too much. 15. Go 5. Oh, I forgot to extrude the other side too. So we'll do mirror this across this middle line. And let's go 10. And then we'll want to do a fillet of 10. No, 15. Yep. And then we can do a create sketch, do a offset, -10. No, what am I doing? -3. There we go. And essentially I want this to go like this, so 3-point arc. Huh, how do I extend this? Offset. There we go. Nice, not bad at all, not bad. I can do this. Extrude as well as the... Wait a second, no. Why am I not able to change this? That doesn't make any sense. So offset -3. Why is it doing that? Oh, you know what? There. Actually, no, I don't want to do this. That could potentially mess up with some geometry later down the line. We'll just mirror it across. A fillet of 5. As well as here, a fillet of 5. Probably just do a chamfer of 1 on each of these guys. Do I even want to do that? Maybe I want to do that. Maybe I don't. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. Well, for sure I'd have fillet here. As well as here. Here, here. This will reduce the stress points. And hopefully make it stronger. Find and browser. Okay, what am I doing? Find and browser. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I think we should add a fillet here. And a fillet here and here. This is basically a crash pad for the hexapod. So let's delete these chamfers here. Okay, and I think we're good mostly, and then we just need to add a phone mount, which is going to be annoying but pretty chill, I guess. Oh no, it's gonna crash, isn't it? Oh, we're cooked, we're cooked, we're cooked. It's gonna crash. Okay, didn't crash, nice. Can we add a chamfer here? Why can't we add a... Okay, I'm gonna end the video here because I have to do something, but I'll record the rest later.